Due to an unforeseen conflict, Sergeant Damian Terwilliger cannot be in attendance this evening. Sergeant Terwilliger is our Marines recruiter, but because he cannot be in attendance tonight, I will read what he prepared for tonight's ceremony. Good evening. Before I get started, I want to take some time to thank all the staff and faculty that helped organize this event. It takes a lot of time and dedication to put something on that's like this. Also, I would like to thank anyone here tonight that is currently serving or that has served in the armed forces. If you could, please stand up. Let's give them a round of applause. If it was not for them, what I do would not be possible. And now, what I would like to do is introduce myself and the reason why I'm here tonight. Every year, the Marine Corps takes pride in recognizing outstanding performance in academics, music, and athletics. These fields exemplify the qualities that are inherent to the Marine Corps: smart, tough, and elite. In this day and age, mental strength has joined physical fitness as the distinguishing hallmarks of a Marine. I want to take a minute and commend these ladies and gentlemen on their outstanding work this year and throughout their entire high school career. First, I would like to present the awards of Scholastic Excellence to Hart Haywood and August Smith. These individuals have proven themselves as leaders with proficiency going above and beyond academically. The next award I would like to present is the Distinguished Athletic Award. These will go to Jacayla Bowens and Colby Carter. These individuals have proven themselves as leaders in their athletics. The last set of awards I would like to present is the Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence, which will go to Maya Lee and Savon Brooks. Great job to all of you. Keep up the great work. Thank you for the opportunity to present these awards to these outstanding individuals, and congratulations to the class of 2025. May God be with you all. Semper Fidelis.
This evening, the Piedmont Classical High School family would like to honor someone who has been a part of PCHS since its inception. She has worked tirelessly to make PCHS what it is today, through her guidance and mentorship. It is an honor to stand before you to celebrate the journey of someone who has been more than just a part of this school, but its very foundation. We honor a visionary leader, a mentor, a pillar of our community, and most importantly, one of the founding members of PCHS. Many of us have benefited from her wisdom, kindness, and commitment. She has worn many hats and can teach everything, and she has. Needless to say, her dedication has been unwavering throughout every step, every move, and every growing pain of this establishment. From a small facility on Church Street to the church on 68 to 4100 Yankton Road, she has been through it all, making sure textbooks were provided, students were tutored, and given every opportunity to succeed, and that classical education was at the forefront of our philosophy. It is impossible to measure the true impact she has had on the lives of students and staff, as we have all been influenced by her scholarship, her citizenship, and her character. She leaves behind a legacy that will outlive us all. But we do not want to just thank her for what she has done. We want to celebrate who she is. She is witty. She is steadfast. She is Mrs. Mary Lou Nance. On behalf of the entire PCH family and from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, Mrs. Nance, for your many years of service to our school and community. We wish you joy, rest, and all the fulfillment that this next chapter of life has to offer. You are woven into the walls of our school, and you will always be a part of us. Congratulations and happy return. Thank you all. It has been a wonderful experience, and I'll miss all of you. Good evening. Piedmont Classical High School stands on three pillars that build the foundation of what we believe makes us productive citizens in our society. Today we would like to honor three of our seniors who exemplified this foundation. Our first pillar is citizenship. Citizenship is being engaged in your community with consideration to the needs of others by advocating change for the better. It is someone who possesses dedication and selflessness for the greater good. And that someone is Michaela Crichton. Our second pillar award is scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning, seeking of knowledge. This student knows the benefit of always striving to be her best and understands the time and dedication it takes to never stop learning. This student is Dina Burke.
Our third pillar award is character. Character is the product of consistently striving to make the right choice, even when no one is looking. It is being compassionate, honest, and respectful to others. Having good character makes a person strong and resilient. The student that embodies the values of character is Louisa Hernandez Alvarez. Good evening, class of 2025, family, friends, colleagues, and distinguished guests. As Piedmont Classical High School's outgoing Teacher of the Year, I have the honor of sharing some parting words with the graduates and introducing this year's salutatorian. This year's graduating class and I share unique history. We have been at Piedmont Classical for the past 4 years together. Some of you have even left on return, just as I did. Hopefully, like me, you realize that there was something special about this place. Just as I found my way back, it is my hope that you all will find your way back to your alma mater throughout the years to come. Okay, folks, so pop quiz. Who remembers English class with me, sophomore or junior year? I know. You couldn't wait to get out of there and never look back. Well, I introduced most of you to a poem that a teacher whose class I wouldn't dare want to step foot in ever again gave to me when I struggled with factoring and solving quadratic equations in his sequential math 2 class. Since then, this poem has stuck with me, and it is my hope that it will continue to stick with you. Just as Mr. Roche knew what was needed to motivate his students in that South Bronx classroom many moons ago, I knew what it would take to motivate you all during your time as students in my English class. And it is my hope that the principles of this poem will continue to guide you all throughout life. Now, we don't have time for a Miss Marte lesson this evening, so I will provide you with some key takeaways from the poem and Victus by William Ernest Henley. The 4 stanzas of this poem leave us with 4 life lessons. 1, always show gratitude. 2, no matter how the odds stack up against you, continue to fight through the end. 3, in all that you do, be fearless. And 4, always remember that you are the captain of your ship. You and only you get to define your success. In the 2 years that I've known Piedmont Classical High School's Class of 2025 salutatorian,
I've seen her exhibit these principles. As a student in my advanced placement English language and composition class, she quickly solidified herself as a top scholar. She is inquisitive, quick on her feet, teachable, humble, and above all, exudes class and grace in all that she does. Which is why I was taken aback when she wanted to read The Accounting Story Inside the Violent World of the Medellin Cartel by Roberto Escobar for her nonfiction independent reading assignment. But through rich dialogue, I learned that this book choice is driven by her passion to study law and politics and to right the wrongs of others. This young lady is an avid reader, leads her own book club, plays soccer, and above all, is faith-driven. She is destined to go far. Her future plans include attending the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where she will study political science, becoming a lawyer, and working for the United States government. In her own words, her mission is to use her social skills to better the world, create equal opportunities for everyone to foster success and prosperity for future generations, and to create change. I have no doubt in her ability to be an agent of change in her community, in this nation, or in the world. Everyone, please join me in welcoming Female Classical High School 2025 salutatorian, Miss Whitley Ellen Heinzman.
Thank you, Ms. Northside. And for those who don't know, my name is Whitley, and I'm super excited to be here today as this year's salutatorian, even though I'm basically third because somehow our co-valedictorians tied. So the more I thought about it, I realized I'm technically the tertius decimus, which means third in Latin. I had to look back over old Latin notes to remember that, by the way. Nevertheless, I am up here speaking to you all today. And when I was asked to make this speech, I was told I had to reflect on my time in high school, more specifically, my time at Piedmont Classical High School. Luckily for me, I take great pride in growing nostalgic and reflecting on mine as well as my peers' personal growth. There's quite a few memories that stick out to me throughout my high school career, most of which we experienced as a class together. I mean, do you remember when a car drove into our pond freshman year? What about all the times we had to learn about ethos, pathos, and logos in logic, English, and rhetoric? Do you remember Mr. Crickmore constantly talking about Pokemon for those who were lucky enough to be in his logic class? I know, lucky and Mr. Crickmore in the same sentence is a little bit crazy. Now, do you remember when Miss Norte made her students memorize every line of Invictus by William Ernest Henley? It is actually a coincidence that we both talked about it. I sure did. Well, actually, I completely forgot about the assignment until the day of. I was reminded by one of my peers 2 class periods before AP Lang that I had to recite the whole poem in front of the class by heart. So, I spent the 2 classes leading up to the event trying my very best to learn the poem from top to bottom, all 4 stanzas or 16 lines, which might not sound like a lot, but it's really difficult to do on a time crunch, I would know. How did I do, you might ask? Well, it went about as well as you would expect. Even though I didn't fully memorize the poem, there were 2 lines that stuck out to me. I'm the master of my fate, I'm the captain of my soul. To be completely honest, this is the only part of the poem I truly remember now. But it was these 2 lines that shifted my perspective on how I viewed my actions and the actions of those around me. As a high schooler, it's difficult to have freedom in your choices. Even still, I watched as all of you, the class of 2025, took liberty in becoming your own unique self. Through careful observation, I was lucky enough to notice how each of you blossomed into becoming authentically you. Each student's one-of-a-kind nature inspired me to grow into my own confidence, something I'm forever thankful for. As I stand here today on stage, the day of our graduation, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being my friend, my teammate, my partner for a class project, and my classmate. As I navigated the past 4 years of high school, I watched my peers become the masters of their fates and the captains of their souls. I watched as you guys grew into your personal style. I watched as you started businesses. I watched as you excelled in your sports and and started your own clubs. I watched as you made new friends, and most importantly, I watched as you all became the people who are about to walk across this stage and take on whatever is next. As a class of 2025, we have learned to become the masters of our fates and the captains of our souls. I can say that I have no doubt that each of you will go out and accomplish great things. However big or however small the impact you will make on the world around us is so important. I just want to let you know how proud I am of all of us, because we made it. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Good evening to my classical class of 2025, families, faculty, and honored guests. It is a privilege to stand before you as the Teacher of the Year for the upcoming school year and to celebrate this momentous occasion. As your senior English teacher, it has been my pleasure to help refine and polish the brilliance you already had within you and brought into the classroom. You began high school during a time when the world was just beginning to regain its footing from COVID. A season marked by uncertainty, instability, and unfamiliar terrain. Yet, as a class, you met every challenge with resilience, creativity, and personality. You didn't just grow academically, you grew in self-awareness, compassion, ambition, and purpose. On the very first day of class, I asked you, who are you, and what is your purpose? It is a question that has echoed throughout our year together. From your personal mission statement to your reflections on themes for English B, and especially your essays exploring your deepest fear, grounded in Marianne Williamson's powerful reminder that our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. It is that we are powerful beyond measure. You've demonstrated willpower, tenacity, and a desire for greatness. I have truly enjoyed the laughs and smiles we shared during our literature circle discussions and our show and tell presentations. You all made our classroom a space of joy and depth. Thank you. I'm really going to miss you for that. So if I could leave you with one piece of advice, it is, do not shrink under pressure. Rise to the occasion and shine. The world may expect polished answers and perfect outcomes, but true strength lies in asking bold and meaningful questions, challenging ideas, confronting your fears, and choosing growth over comfort, just as you did in our classroom. Your writing showed that you are not afraid to wrestle with truth, to identify and conquer your fears, and to keep moving forward. Keep doing that. Keep challenging, keep learning, and above all, stay unapologetically you. Whether you rise or stumble, your place will always be among those who dare greatly and let their light shine, giving people the permission to do the same. That's not only a life well lived, it's the foundation of a successful, purpose-driven adulthood. Now I have the special honor of introducing two exceptional scholars. Earning the title of valedictorian is no small feat. It represents years of dedication, perseverance, and unwavering commitment to excellence, both inside and out of the classroom. These students have not only demonstrated outstanding academic achievement, but they embody what it means to give your Bobcat best. Our first valedictorian, August 6th, leads with intention, laser focus, and dreams that are quite literally out of this world. Driven by a lifelong fascination with space and an innovative vision for the future, August aspires to contribute to one of humanity's most ambitious goals, making us a multiplanetary species, starting with Mars and then the Moon. In the classroom, August consistently demonstrated academic excellence, earning 8 honor roll distinctions, becoming a Goodnight Scholarship finalist, and receiving acceptance offers from both North Carolina State and Georgia Tech. Beyond his academic achievements, August is known for his quirky positivity, kindness, respect for others, and unwavering honesty. His strong work ethic and thoughtful presence have made him a steady source of encouragement and inspiration to both his peers and teachers. Through his work with the National Honor Society, August strengthened his leadership skills by collaborating alongside his peers and to implement meaningful school-wide service learning projects, an experience that helped deepen his commitment to grassroots advocacy and political organizing. He plans to major in aerospace engineering and continue to use his voice and talent to serve both his planet and one day perhaps others. Our second valedictorian, Zena Burke, is talented and an exemplary leader and a quiet force of determination. This school year, I had the pleasure of working alongside Zena as the Secretary of the National Honor Society. She was also inducted into the National Art Society, maintained a honor roll status, and logged over 200 hours of community service. Can we get over? Deeply grounded in who she is and what she stands for, Zena models commitment and excellence in everything she sets out to do. unshaken by being misnamed, mistaken, misinterpreted, or misperceived. Her confidence is rooted not in her appearance, but in her purpose. After graduation, Zena plans to attend Winston-Salem State University, where she will continue her journey of service, uplifting youth, advocating for emotional well-being, and building a future grounded in understanding the complexities of human nature and mental health. All of these remarkable students have earned this moment at the podium, not just through grades, but through fortitude and grace. I am proud to introduce to you the valedictorians of Piedmont Classical High School class of 2025, August Fulton Spitz and Zena Corinne Burke. Please join me in welcoming them to the stage as they share their reflections and the journey we celebrate tonight.
Before I start, I'd like to thank my teachers, especially Miss Boogie, for somehow preparing me to pass my AP exams, and to my family and friends for somehow tolerating me all this time. 3.7 billion years ago. We're going to be here for a minute. The first microbes were born from lifeless matter in the ocean. I like to think that we are alone in the universe, but so far we found no evidence to show that we have any company here. So, assuming that life itself has existed for 3.7 billion years, that means you, American teenage human, had a 1 in 138 million chance of being born within the class of 2025. Furthermore, you had a 1 in 125 chance of being born as a human. Even more, you had a 19.1% chance of being born into what we call a first world country, where you have more opportunities than most in the world. My math is rough, but this means that to be born into this generation, you beat the odds about 3.294 trillion to 1. We'll see how this matters in a minute. In her speech, Whitney reminded us of where we've been these last 4 years, what we've experienced, and what we've achieved. Although I would like to say, after having spent 2 years with Mr. Crickmore, I came away having learned more about Transformers than I did Pokemon. Whitney reminded us of just how far we've come during these 4 years, although I think I speak for us all when I say we have not peaked in high school. While the best is yet to come is an easy phrase to fit into most graduation speeches, I truly believe this phrase is especially applicable to the class of 2025. So after Whitney has reminded us of where we have come from, I will use this speech instead to consider what we have ahead of us. For better or worse, humanity is fast approaching a multitude of tipping points, historic events and changes that will come to full fruition at the height of our careers. These are the changes that the class of 2025 cannot sit out on. We must lend our efforts to the development of new technologies, the exploration of new frontiers, and the rethinking of our social structures. When the time comes to develop a vaccine for cancer, or connect fusion reactors to the grid, or step foot onto another planet, it will be us at the helm. Our parents will be too old. Look at Mr. Kaiser. Our children will be too young, and it will be entirely up to us to determine the future course of human history. While it may seem a daunting task, I encourage you to look at this as an opportunity. Every ounce of good that you put into the world today can go miles further than anything you could do if you were born at any different moment in human history, even if you don't feel ready for it yet. Let me explain. There are countless milestones that we are on course to achieve during our lives that will set the precedent for generations to come, that whether directly or indirectly, each of you will contribute to, whether as a chef, an astronaut, a therapist, or a dentist. I'm particularly excited about one. See, life has only been sustained, as far as we know, on one planet, Earth. And the class of 2025 will be the ones to make a jump to a second, Mars. If aliens are watching us, they won't care about the time we made the first tool. They won't care about the Industrial Revolution or the Treaty of Versailles, I'm sorry, Mr. Wade. But they will notice when we become a multiplanetary species. This is when we'll enter a new category of civilization, and it'll be the defining first achievement of a spacefaring civilization. And above its symbolic value, this will set a precedent for our posterity. Will we explore and inhabit new worlds as a unified species, as an exclusive or privileged nation, or as a profit-incentivized corporation? Our world and our future worlds are our children's to live in, but they are ours to create. It has to be us to create them, because it is only a matter of time before we can no longer justify expending resources towards any other goal than saving our home planet. This leads me to my second point. In addition to the many achievements the class of 2025 is set to accomplish within our lives, there are also countless obstacles that we must overcome. Chiefly among them, climate change threatens to wipe out entire land masses. annihilate biodiversity that, as far as we know, exists nowhere else in the universe, exacerbate inequality, and close our windows to the heavens. We globally face the question of whether or not the checks and balances of our political systems will hold up to the forces of fascism, and how will we respond if they fail. Some of these events don't feel like much to look forward to at all, and it is true, the class of 2025 will be certainly up against a lot. And yet, I encourage you to look forward to the inspiring milestones just as much as you anticipate the daunting challenges. Because we can make the bad better just as much as we can make the good great. And I would trust no one more than the people sitting in this room to create that path forward. It doesn't mean you have to be good at math today. I mean, earlier in the speech, despite everything this bookie tried to teach me, I compared ounces and miles as if they were the same unit. It does mean, however, that you have to try. There are 8 billion people in this world, although I heard that they counted that wrong. And we'll need every last one of them to make this century count. Let's rise to the challenge, class of 2025. Thank you.
Good evening, family and friends, teachers and administrators, and of course to the graduating class of 2025. My name is Zena Burke, and I'm extremely honored to be speaking here in front of you as your 2025 co-valedictorian. Mr. Jordan and Mr. Kaiser should be really happy because I'll be smiling really big today. These past 4 years have been full of lots of challenges and lots of triumphs, but these personal narratives have paved the way for myself and all of us to be here today. 9th grade Zena would have never imagined herself speaking out loud in class, let alone a gymnasium, but look at her now. My high school experience has taught me how to use my voice. It taught me the importance of hard work, dedication, and patience. Unfortunately, I did not get lucky enough to have Mr. Pugmore like Whitley in August, so I know nothing about Pokemon, but my logic teacher did teach me how to talk to bees. I want to acknowledge my amazing support system who have helped me get to this point. I want to thank my friends and family for always believing in me and pushing me past my limits to really surpass my goals. I want to especially thank my mom for all of the sacrifices she has made for me. I especially would like to thank my mom for all of the sacrifices she has made for me to succeed and for all of her unconditional support. I want to shout out my favorite science teacher, Mr. Johnson, for his unwavering support and guidance and for keeping me from dropping out multiple times. I also want to thank Ms. Boogie for making my love-hate relationship with math grow stronger, but also for pushing me to be the best person I can. Finally, I want to thank God because without my faith in Him, none of this would have been possible. Our high school experience has opened us up to new opportunities, friendships, and life lessons. These experiences have been pivotal to our development. While I look into the crowd, I see a group of people who were able to beat the odds and the obstacles put against them. I see a strong, educated, and powerful group of people who will take these high school experiences and use them for good. Although we all have our differing opinions on Piedmont, this school has shaped us into who we are today. As we venture into our bright futures, it's crucial that we remember that we should never give up on ourselves. Nelson Mandela once said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." The feeling of discouragement will come, and when it does, rely on your inner strength and the belief that everything is possible. It may sound cliche, but when you believe in the possibility, your grit will make you act on the possibility. All is possible if you make it possible. The same way you push yourself to the finish line today, you need to motivate yourself to keep going until you accomplish whatever it is you want in life. I was once told that the best thing you can do for yourself is to be your biggest advocate. No one will stick up for you like you can. This also means that other people's opinions do not take precedence over your own. Take control of your future and speak up when things are wrong. No matter what direction you choose to take, whether it be college, trade school, or straight to work, continue to fight for yourself and for the improvement of your livelihood. These past 4 years have set up a sturdy foundation for us to continue to build on. As we go our separate ways, take pride in the person you have become. Take pride in your wins and your losses. and take pride in your time here at Piedmont. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2025. I wish you nothing but success.
I would like to take a moment to congratulate all of you on your successes and accomplishments. I look back on our time here together at Piedmont Classical High School with great satisfaction to what you have become. Thank you for pursuing excellence in the classroom, on the courts, and the field. I am so proud of each and every one of you. I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to thank those who have challenged your dreams, to strive for excellence, and to achieve greatness. Please join me in providing a round of applause for this faculty and staff as we express our extreme gratitude in their efforts for your journey for the class of 2025. Most importantly, we'd like to recognize the parents and guardians of the class of 2025. If you are the parent of a graduate, please stand so that our students can show you their gratitude for your unwavering support. Firstly, I would like to thank you for choosing Piedmont Classical High School. As we transition to the awarding of the diplomas, I ask for your assistance. I know this won't happen, but I'm going to ask anyway. All of our students have worked incredibly hard to get to this moment, and we hope that you will honor each and every one of them by holding your applause until the end. Again, I know it won't happen, but if you guys could help us with that, that would be great. We want each student's name to be heard. Thank you very much.
Esther Oluwaseyi Ajetomobi. Ashlyn Michaela Alford. Madison Simone Alford. Ebenezer Yao Amaglo. Janaya Danae Ossie. Jacob Michael Baldwin. Jasmia Banks. Abby Elizabeth Belcher. Olivia Gray Ballou. Trinity Samira Sanai Benjamin. Tatiana Nadea Bent. Justin Maurice Bernard. Peyton Elizabeth Brock. Savon Omari Benatural Brooks. Zena Corinne Burke. Malaya Kari Burnett. Anaya Gabrielle Butler. Alana Danae Calloway. Daniela Alondra Camacho Guzman. Christian Terrell Carter. Colby Jennings Carter. Janelle Rosiah Corpening. Michaela Danielle Creighton. Malachi Kamani Dawkins. Mahala Navad Fick. Michaela Taylor Dobbin Massenberg. Mackenzie Taylor Dobbin Massenberg. Zaria Ansamel Drumguli. Nevaeh Janae Easterling. Lennon Dennis Ferguson. Jalen Damian Farrell. Aaliyah Gabrielle Finney. Sophia Barbara Flyon. Jakayla Tyzeria Goins. Isaiah Deanna Gunter. Adriana Marie Hairston Law. Hassan Isamuddin Hassan. Hart Elise Haywood. Kamari Ladanian Henry. Luisa Fernanda Hernandez Alvarez. David Garrett Ripley. Jordan Layla Hodges. Keziah Gabrielle Jackson. Adrian Matthew James. Aaliyah Shantae Jenkins. Cadence Brianna Johnson. Callie Brashay Keller. Michael Lawrence Kibler Jr. Mia Lee Cook. Henry Heath Little. Maya Cunningham Luke. Luis Javier McKay. Yuri Alad Marshall. Travis Shane McFarland. Tyson Lamar McLaughlin. Noah Xavier Miller. Miles Kirk Moore. Dominique Elijah Neal Morris. Miles Alexander Motley. Jordan Tyler Neal. Emily Grace Neubauer. Nasia Alicia Felicita Nieves. Asia Maria Norris, Kalia Najee Ojeda Morris, Jada Chanel Perkins, Austin Carlos Perry Brandon, Jakai Malik Brewer, Tyon Lakeith Privet, Mary Denise Regalado O'Bara, Valeria Lisette Reyes Abarca, Janaya Nicole Robinson, Janaya Simone Rory, Chance Logan Sides, Garrett Patrick Simmons, Madison Faith Sloan, Hunter James Smith, August Fulton Spitz, Donovan Ian Stevenson, Macy Janine Strong, Janae Sheree Swinney, and Jaden Tatum, Zymir Centrez Taylor, Abigail Renee Tiller, Sonny Aaliyah Gerardi, Oliver Lucian Walker, Kanaya Adrian Waring, Savannah Reese Wellborn, Ariana Cynthia Ann Winslow, Whitley Ellen Eitema, Kamari Nicole Young, seniors, please stand. By the power granted to me by the state of North Carolina and the Piedmont Classical High School Board of Directors, and upon receiving verifications of your credentials by the faculty of our school and our principal, Mr. Travis Ward, I offer my personal congratulations and recognize you with all the rights and privileges as graduates of Piedmont Classical High School. You may turn your tassels. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2025. Please join us in congratulating them. You may be seated.
It's a lot scarier once you're up here. Okay, thank you guys. It's an honor to be here giving the final speech for our class of 2025. For those who know me, you know I don't like giving lengthy speeches. I could stand here all day, maybe all night too, and still wouldn't be able to fully express how amazing it feels to have made it this far. I'm sure everyone here feels the same after at least 13 years of schooling. From learning our colors and the alphabet to having dreams about quadratic equations. Thank you, Ms. Bernie. As female students, our teachers and staff go above and beyond not to just give us a proper education in academics, but to teach us about life itself. With that, I'd like to highlight some of my teachers and staff who have made a personal impact on me. Thank you to Dr. Hill, because we all need an uncle. To Mr. Tyler, because we all need someone to tell us to lock in and focus. To Mrs. Hipley, because even just smiling truly does change someone's whole day. To Miss MP, because going above and beyond really shows true care. To Mrs. Minor Thorpe, for teaching us that slowing down doesn't mean falling behind. Sometimes peace is the most powerful lesson. To Miss Narte, you remind us that words hold the power to shape worlds. To Miss McLaughlin, because someone has to tell us to get our act together. Mr. Crickmore, because it's good to have our inner kids shine once in a while. To Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, because when life hits hard, you hit back harder. To Miss Boogie, because we all need to step out of our comfort zones to discover new things. To Miss Solomon, because your joy is truly infectious. To Mrs. McMillan, because kindness goes a long way. To Mr. Kaiser, because sometimes life gets real. To Mr. Saunders, because your steady care and honest words have guided us. To Mrs. Sayani, because sometimes it takes a different perspective to find hidden beauty. To Mr. Wade, because even a life rich in gold means little if it's poor in moments lived. I'm sorry that I couldn't mention everyone. These are just my personal connections. But I'm sure we can all agree that we've learned much more than academics from every PCHS teacher and staff member. I did leave out my best teacher, though. Someone who has been for me since day one. I'm sure we all have someone like this. For me, it's my dad. My dad has never needed a spotlight to be my hero. And every quiet sacrifice, every late night talk, every time he puts me first without saying a word, he showed me what love really looks like. He's been my steady hand, my safety net, and the greatest example of strength wrapped in kindness. I am who I am because he chose every single day to be there. He's one of my greatest inspirations and my biggest supporter. Thank you to him, as well as to my family and friends. I have so much love for you all. As we embark on the next chapter of our journey called life, take a moment to thank those who have helped you get where you are today, those who shaped you and made you stronger. Thank you to all the wonderful people here tonight. Thank you, parents. Thank you, teachers and staff. Thank you, family and friends. And thank you, Lord. I have no doubt that the graduating class of 2025 at Piedmont Classical High School is destined for great things. Congratulations to everyone for keeping your head up and making it this far. You truly earned it. Just remember, aim for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll be among the stars. Thank you. Please stand for the alma mater.
Thank you.